going on, guys? Skizmods here, and I've been asked a lot of questions on where to get a JTAG and how to get a JTAG, and it's been asked a lot. So a lot of people think you need to spend $200 to get a JTAG, upwards $150, and that's not true. Actually, if you come to this site, it's called 7sins.com. I've been on the site for a couple of years actually. It's where I started modding and stuff and hosting lobbies before even YouTube streaming or any of that was kind of a thing. So this site is probably one of the best sites and one of the most recommended by me because it's honestly one of the most legit, and most of the members are not scammers or anything. Now, of course, there's always going to be that one guy who has 500 posts and pulls a fast one on someone and of course gets banned. So you got to be careful though. What you're looking for and who you're buying from. So first off, you go to this buy/sell/trade, and you're going to notice homebrew consoles is another section here. And when you come here, you see all these shops already that are stickied, which pretty much they pay for those stickies, I'm almost sure. And these are probably the most trustworthy people you're going to be buying from, but however, they're probably going to be the most expensive. And the most expensive may mean, safety and stuff. And if you give someone your address, you're probably not going to be too worried with these kinds of people, who knows. So it's definitely the most secure, and probably the safest is to go with some of these sticky things, but it's going to probably take longer and you're going to have to pay more. So just coming down here right away, I see for the UK, I'm in the United States, so that probably won't be good for me. But let's just say you live in the UK and someone posted this today, they commented on it. You got to pay attention to these dates too. So this is posted Friday, and they're selling it for about 80 euro or pounds UK, and I mean euros. Yeah, okay. So they're selling it for about 80, and then 10 for shipping and processing. So just looking at that, I mean that may seem like it's a lot, but it does have custom LEDs in that. So I guess it's kind of cool, but you kind of want to shoot for finding something like non-custom at all, because you don't need a slim, you don't need all these customizations like custom LEDs or like whatever they're claiming is so special about the JTAG. You don't need any of that. You really just need a console that can host lobbies, unless you're the kind of guy that wants to have bling when it comes to that. But if you're obviously in the boat where you don't have a lot of money, or you just don't want to spend a lot of money, you have the capability to buy a JTAG that's $300 like me. I mean, I just went with this $70 one that popped up, and the guy shipped it in a day, and it came here in like 4 days. So it's a lot quicker than going to a shop, and it was a lot cheaper too. So obviously you may want to actually like kind of barter with them. You can probably get a lower price than what they're listing. If nobody else is buying it, then that probably means it's too high and it's not going to sell. So they're going to come down, and it doesn't hurt to say a low amount. It doesn't hurt to try to go to your how much you can afford, and if it doesn't work out, you move on to the next console. But buying a JTAG is not something you can just instantly go and be like, okay, I want to buy this for this price. Because that means you're gonna have to go to a mod shop, which you can do that. You can buy a JTAG right now, but you're gonna have to go to a mod shop or something. And it's not like I come on here and I see, oh crap, there's no JTAGs for sale and I want one right now, so I'm gonna go buy one. It's a patient process. You kind of want to sit here and come on here and wait until you see an offer that suits you. And if you're not willing to do that, then you probably should wait and just save money to get an actual JTAG from one of these shops. I mean, just looking right away, you're looking at 190, 170, 150, 250, and that's pretty it's pretty expensive, I guess. If you're for the price of what I paid for my console, I paid almost half of some of these. So it's just, you got to think like, hey, I can't afford one right now. Maybe I should just wait and wait till one pops up or something, because you can get one pretty cheap. So this is just kind of my little tidbit on buying an RGH. If you want, like I said, if you think you want to go the secure route and you want it delivered, it may take longer, and you want to be secure and know like nobody's going to do anything sketchy with your address or stuff, because you have to give them your address. People don't probably think about that, but I mean, I don't know. Most people probably wouldn't do shit with that, but who knows? There's a lot of weird, sketchy people on the internet nowadays. So we have, I mean, all this stuff. And then there's also the send-in service, which is actually probably one of the best ways to go. Now, I mean, say I have a freaking Slim that I'm not even using. Say I want to send that in. The $65. So you think about it, $65. That's not really that much money. You know, and if I were you too, if you can't afford the price right now, like let's say you can't afford the price right now, if you have, like, for instance, a GameStop around you or something, you could always say, like, hey, keep the hard drive, or, you know, you know, well, you kind of need the hard drive actually, so keep the power cable, and then go to GameStop, call ahead of time, be like, hey, you guys have a power cable for this type of console, and then when you have the money to buy it, you'll have your JTAG sitting there. You know, go trade in a couple games or do whatever you got to do, wait a week, and maybe by the time the console actually ships to you, you can go and buy, you know, that $15 power cable that you didn't have the money for or something down the road. And it's just that simple. So that's just my little suggestions to you guys. I know I get asked that a lot, and I kind of explained it a lot too. So I just kind of wanted to make a video on it. I don't know if this is really that helpful or anything, but I'm just saying, like, do not, I mean, you can, like, go, just do not buy from, you can buy from one of these sites, but I'm saying try not to, because if you want to save money, you're going to want to find someone who's selling, like, their console from, you know, them personally. But you guys got to be careful too. You got to realize there are scammers out there, but I mean, just be careful. Look at who you're trading with. Don't just trade with someone that has like 10 posts. Don't buy off someone that has 10 posts. I mean, this guy has 103, and I'm noticing he has no awards, but he does have one positive feedback when it comes to trading. So pay attention to that too. I mean, this is $200, but it seems like it's pretty custom. So I mean, if that's something you were looking for, you know, you want to pimp out your JTAG or whatever, look at how many bumps this guy has. Jesus. So price lowered, need this console off my hands. I could probably easily get him down, you know, to a certain amount. So you got to try. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is just a little video from Skizmods. I just wanted to make it real quick, just to help some people out. And yeah, I'm out of this biatch.